This is how I made, saved, and spent my first million and then flipped it into $1 billion. I grew up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, just a middle-class kid. My dad did upholstery on cars. My mom did odd jobs. As long as I can remember, I was hustling. I remember going to my dad while he was playing poker with his buddies. And one of his buddies that had to be drunk was sitting at the poker table with him. And he goes, "Hey, I got something you can sell. I got all these boxes of garbage bags. Why don't you sell them in the neighborhood and then you can take the money you make and buy your sneakers?" He had these boxes that he sold to me for $3. I sold them for $6. But that was my first business. The world's first, probably only. I started taking classes at night at the University of Pittsburgh when I was 16. And then when I was 17, I dropped out of high school altogether and went to Pitt full time. That's where things really started to happen for me. I never ever thought in terms of money, okay, I need to make millions. I always thought in terms of time. That's always been my driving motivation. I started a company called Micro Solutions, and from there we just grew and grew and grew and ended up selling that. That's how I got my first stacks. So here's the rundown of when I sold Micro Solutions for $6 million. What it bought me was freedom. I never thought I was going to work again. I'd made a ton of money in the stock market. I was worth $20+ million. Life was good. Then one of my buddies from college, Todd Wagner, sat down with me, and this was in 1995. He was like, there's this whole new thing called the internet. There's got to be a way we can use this to listen to Indiana basketball. We set up this website called AudioNet, and the next thing you know, video comes along, and we turned it into a company called broadcast.com. And so we started what turned out to be the very first streaming company. On July 18th, 1998, we went public, and we're guessing, what's the stock going to open at? And I was the high. I'm thinking $33. Goes $62.75.